I'm gonna share a story about a man who gave everything. So it's July 28th, 2018, and the weather's not good. It's raining. This is a very rainy season in Abanima, Bakana, in the river state of Nigeria. And a captain is carrying approximately 25 passengers up the river, and it's the Abanama, I'm sorry, I mispronounced that, Abanima maybe, Bakana Waterway, and he's transporting his passengers north up this river. And if you're not familiar with the geography of Africa, Nigeria is located on the western side of Africa. And this area is a very wetland, similar to the Delta here in the United States. And uh, this boat captain is transporting these 25 passengers through this rough weather up the river when they hit debris from the storm that's in the waterway. And it's enough that it causes damage to the boat and the boat begins to capsize. The weather is terrible. It's raining, it's blowing. There's reports of wind gusts, and the water's cold, and the boat capsizes and goes in, and 25 people end up in the water. Immediately, without hesitation, one of the passengers, Joe Blankson, just jumps into action. And what he does is he begins swimming back and forth between the capsized boat and the shore, transporting as many of the passengers as he can. So he swims and he gets the first passenger and he swims back through this rough water. And if you can imagine, you've seen rough water before. It's a river, there's currents, and the water waves are shaking around. This boat is just capsized. It's pouring rain. And this man, Joe Blankson, is giving it everything he's got. And now he's pulled four people out of the water. He's already got to be exhausted, you guys, but he keeps going. He doesn't stop. He's on his 13th life that he saves, and he goes back for the 14th. Just to let you guys know, he was traveling on this river with his sister. So his sister is one of the people that he saves. Now he's going back for the 14th person, and exhaustion just overtakes him. His arms get weaker. He's hardly able to breathe. Water is just hitting him in the face, and he goes under. And he doesn't come back up, you guys. After saving 13 people in this heroic effort, Mr. Joe Blankson loses his life. But not before he saved 13 people. So again, this happened in the river state of Nigeria on July 28th, 2018. And this hero's name is Joe Blankson, and he left behind his wife, and her name is Mercy Blankson. He left behind 2 children as well. So this man did the ultimate sacrifice. But let me tell you a little more about what happens next. So according to my research, he gets the Presidential Special Award for bravery and patriotism posthumously. This was given to his wife by Muhammadu Buhari, the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria at that time, on October 2nd, 2021. The Special Award for Bravery and Patriotism was presented at the International Conference Center in Abuja during the 2021 National Honors Award investiture ceremony, and the award was presented to his wife, Mercy Blankson, and his 2 surviving children. So at the time, the River State government pledges an immediate promise of support from the state government following the tragedy, promising from Governor Nyesom Wike, the governor of the River State at the time, to support Blankson's family. He promised to open an endowment fund for the children and offered Mr. Blankson's wife, Mercy Blankson, a job and scholarship for the children. Now, these promises were widely reported by his wife, Mercy Blankson, and it was publicly stated in subsequent years that most of these promises remained unfulfilled, including the non-payment of funds promised through the endowment fund. So his wife, Mercy, set up a permanent foundation and swimming academy to teach other young children growing up in the River State of Nigeria to swim. Joe Blankson himself was an incredible swimmer. I mean, if you can imagine being able to pull 13 people from the water like he did. So just a heroic thing. And then his wife is just an incredible person too, setting up this foundation and helping young children with the swimming academy. And let me just note that the promises made by the government were made in October of 2021. She set up this foundation July 29th, 2019. So she didn't wait. She didn't wait for the government to step in. She stepped right up, just like her husband did. 2 incredible people, you guys. The purpose of this foundation is to teach swimming and maritime safety procedures, thereby preventing future drowning incidents and preserving his legacy of water safety. Officials from the former, the officials, let's see here, prominent national figures also offered public praise for his heroism. Which, you know, if you're making promises, if the government is going to make promises, and the Nigerian government here making promises that they are going to provide for the family of this hero and provide for the children of this hero, and then reports are that they have not, you can give all the praise you want, but action is where it's at, you guys. Joe Blankson went into action and he saved 13 people. Let me just read a little bit more here of what I've got. The former Senate President Bukola Saraki and former Vice President Atiku Abubakar both publicly praised Blankson's heroic act via social media immediately following the incident in July of 2018, July and August respectively. A well-attended service of songs was held for Mr. Joe Blankson in August. So that's the story of this incredible man named Mr. Joe Blankson, Blankson, from the Rivers State of Nigeria, and his story of how he rescued 13 people before he drowned. All right. Well, we've got quite a few people joining. I would like to say hi to everybody who's on. I hope you were able to enjoy the